Hey YouTube, what's up? Okay, I'm gonna give you a little story here. There was a guy, and he was pretty much liked by many and disliked by others. And this guy, through word of mouth, was called different names. He also was ended up being disliked because of his personality. And yeah, so eventually enough pressure was put on an organization uh, to where basically he ended up leaving the forum. Uh, this guy ended up on another forum, um, and I'm not talking about Inmendham. I'm talking about Howard Stern. Now, for you people who are not from the United States and maybe have not heard of Howard Stern, he is a radio personality and has been on the radio for over 30 years, probably closer to 35 years. And at one point, he was syndicated through uh, 50 stations around the country. So that's just a round figure there. And a lot of people, he had a huge following. He made a movie, had a huge following. But there were certain people who didn't like him because they found him that, he was obscene, maybe, they considered him obscene, or possibly didn't even listen to him. And just through word of mouth, he was obscene. So eventually, the FCC, which was the organization I was talking about, kept on finding the radio stations, every radio station that he was simulcast on. They were fining him millions of dollars. Uh, Along came satellite radio, and he moved his whole show to satellite radio. And he basically has been carrying Sirius XM radio since Sirius and XM merged, but he was originally on Sirius radio. And it is known that 70% of the subscribers are pretty much have subscribed for the first time because of him. In other words, he brought over 70% of the people. And this company, although it's had some financial troubles due to the credit crisis, and now it makes over $2 billion a year, but it's very expensive to get this radio, the equipment and everything started. So they're getting the effects by the credit crunch, as a lot of businesses are. But so he's basically carrying it, and everywhere he's ever been, he's been number one. Now, consequently, all these radio stations that were number one in their market, especially I know the one that he was on, which is K Rock WXRK in New York City, has changed formats four times, and it is recently changed again. Their ratings, they went from number one in the biggest market in the United States to, I'm going to guess, four or five, but it's down there, as well as all the other stations that simulcast them. Why do I say this? Well, you don't have to agree with what someone says to still allow this person to have a voice. Uh, you know, just because you don't agree, well, just don't listen to the person. But flagging someone for no good reason is really cowardly. Flagging someone just because you don't like them is cowardly. Um, so yeah, Gary, I'm not comparing Gary. I don't listen. Gary doesn't want to get compared to Howard Stern. Howard Stern has everywhere he's went has excelled. Um, but the similarity is that Gary brings something to YouTube, and like him or hate him, if he is truly gone from YouTube, there's going to be a void. There are some people on YouTube that, you can say, okay, that person left. Like me, for instance, if I leave, there's going to be, another another guy step in that's similar to me, you know. But Gary, come on. I mean, really, is there any other Gary? There is definitely going to be a void on YouTube if he doesn't come on YouTube anymore. Strong opinions, right or wrong, like I said, agree or disagree, um, entertaining, um, got got people thinking, um, and you know, most likely that was his downfall, was the fact that uh, he provoked and, you know, used some foul language and hurt some people's feelings. But he will be, yeah, if he doesn't come back, there's a void. There's not going to be another Inmendham. Just like the radio industry in this country has found out that, you know, there's not going to be another Howard Stern once he retires or dies or both. You know, then he'll get all his accolades and they'll say how great he is. But, you know, he's here on Earth now. And, you know, because someone told somebody else that he's obscene. So, what are you going to say? So, Gary, I hope your account, I hope all these people protesting does get your account back, and I hope you accept it and come back on YouTube, because you not being on here, it'll be a lot more dull. Okay.